What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for some more MapleStory 2. And oh my goodness gracious, I've been busy! No, seriously, folks, I've been doing all sorts of craziness off camera. And I'm sorry that I haven't been including you in it. Obviously, we're going to end up doing some of this stuff on camera in the future. But you'll notice that we're actually level 41. Turns out that fighting world bosses is pretty much one of the best ways of actually leveling your character. So that's exactly what I've been doing. Not because I'm trying to end up getting levels or anything like that, but more so because I just wanted to do some stuff off camera. And despite the fact that I do have a Rune Blader as my ult and use him in live streams and stuff like that, I still really fancy myself the Berserker. Like, he's absolutely beautiful. He's still my favorite character. I'll talk more about my cornerstone, or, well, not cornerstone, that's what it's called in trope. I'll talk more about my personal residence here and then the guild and stuff like that that's kind of been developing, just because otherwise I don't have any other videos to talk about. But first, I wanted to do a quick little montage of the bosses that I ended up fighting. So getting back to it, now we've got my own personal quarters, which it took a long time to build. The building in the game is actually great because a lot of the different items that normally would cost Meso are absolutely free now, and even some of the stuff, not all of it, but some of the stuff that actually costs merit, which is a cash up currency, some of it is actually free, despite the fact that the icon shows the actual merit. Some of the things are going to end up being free. So I'm going to be in build mode here just so I can show you this because I have a bigger camera angle. But I like it. It's kind of quaint. It's the best that I could end up doing anyways. By the way, you guys and gals might want to end up putting this down here. It's like the science of or scone or something. I don't know. There's a couple items that can end up giving you hour-long buffs. And you're going to want to put those into your personal house because it's the only way you can access them. And then there's going to be some of the farming life skill stuff over here. I have a campfire over here. And then there's my house, which I tried to do the best that I could with it. Building is kind of finicky in this game, though. It's a little bit broken. You can see in the road, it might not be too obvious now, but it will be when I go back to my person, that I still gotta rotate some of these because I didn't know there was actually yellow on one side of them for the middle lane. So these are two roadblocks, so you can actually you know, set those up. But the roadblocks themselves, I think that's one of the blocks that is actually says that it has a merit price, but it's absolutely free. And then this is the best I could do for a bridge. I don't know, there's not much we can do for that. Water blocks are extremely expensive, so I don't care. I just made it out of ice like so many other people did. And this is really cool. I actually really like this. Hashtag self-advertising. If you look in the design shop and search up Greenscreen block. Is it called Greenscreen block, or did I just call it Greenscreen? Yeah, I just called it Greenscreen block, not as one word, apparently. Well, just search up Greenscreen. Wait, no, this isn't me. Seller Ash. Where's mine? Anyways, I'm selling a Greenscreen block that is highly superior than this guy's for sure. So you can go and buy that in the UGC shop. Just make sure that it's by ScythePlays, and then you'll actually help me out because then I'll have merits in the in-game as well so that I can end up actually using it. However, this is not really going to be useful for people that aren't creating content for this game. But those of you that are, this is extremely great because if I do say so myself, I was trying to find like green blocks that we could just use within the organic game. And then I ended up finding out, you know, thinking to myself, why didn't I just customize these blocks myself? So when you're in your personal house, you can do this free roaming camera thing, right? And you can set up the camera angle wherever you want. Unfortunately, we can't take... we can't have our character emote while we're doing this, but it makes it for great screenshots. Like, it's really, really easy to take screenshots. And you can always just zoom the camera in like this and then just take a screenshot while your character is in the middle of an animation. Of course, with having the HUD off. Unfortunately, there are these lines that go between the blocks, which I personally don't like, but it's the closest we can get to an actual green screen, and it's been very, very helpful for me for creating thumbnails and stuff like that. What is this thing? Scion of light. There we go. Increase piercing percentage or something or other. No, I wanted to get out of here because I wanted to show you guys the guild, even though I want to talk about this today. Okay, the guild is pretty much private. I'm sorry to say, but the guilds in this game are not really like you'd expect in any other game. They kind of have to have exclusivity to them. Because if they don't, you end up filling up super duper fast. Like you can see if we go to the members tab, online now 1 of 30. So we're absolutely full on the guild at 30 members until we could end up actually upgrading it. Where is upgrading the guild itself? The guild house, there it is. So we'd have to upgrade this thing, which costs like 50 million mesos. And then we end up apparently getting more guild slots, I think, or something like that. But I do want to give you guys some hints toward, or some tips towards guilding in general. You're going to want to log in every day. Click on check in because that's going to give you some more XP as well as, you know, helping out the guild in general. But then if you end up being in a guild for a 24-hour period, you can end up actually getting your hands on some daily quests, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, one thing I gotta say, like, this is the guild emblem. I just kind of made it myself. Very quick, very easy. And one thing that I really don't like about this game is for some reason, everyone has access to change this. So you gotta be very careful with your members, especially somebody like myself where I do family-friendly content. It means that I can't just invite everybody because we came into the guild once and there was a not so flattering picture that somebody ended up putting on it. And unfortunately, we couldn't find a guild log anywhere to determine who ended up actually doing it. But anyways, this is going to be the guild quest person. I'm not going to go in 100% detail about the guild stuff because I'll have different tutorials over time. But open wooden treasure chests alongside guild members. So we got to actually do that with 2 other people that are in a party with you. And you all got to be a part of the guild itself, right? So anyways, let's get to doing... where's our main quest here? We have to go to Perion. I find it a lot easier to just type these things in than search it on the map. Oh! Speaking of the map, I wanted to show you guys this because I'm quite proud of it. It took me, it was more grindy than difficult. But I actually have the entirety of Victoria Island unlocked. Really, really cool stuff. I'm also really excited for when we get to go to the shadow area down here. It's open PvP in these zones. But apparently, there's these elite mobs that you can end up killing that will end up dropping down portals to mini raids or something like that. I don't know yet because I haven't really had time to mess with it. And then also, shout outs. I want to give a shout out to my man Crichton. Because he and, you know, he's a good friend of mine. Him and Merc are both good friends of mine. You know, they've been in our Trove community for a million years if you guys are just tuning into the whole MapleStory scene. But they've been grinding Fire Drake for like a million years. And Critter, as I call him, had just ended up getting another one of these random combat pets and just decided to throw it to me because apparently they're really, really cheap on the market. Now, we're not going to be able to use this guy until level 50, though. And speaking of which, I also ended up spending maybe 400k of our meso to end up getting ourselves the level 50 set of armor that you can end up getting from normal dungeons. So if we kind of go to the dungeon directory right here, and we just set it to normal dungeons, scroll all the way down, and you're going to see that in the level 50 areas, not only is there going to end up being the epics, which those are extremely expensive. Cabo's sword alone is like 18,000 or 18 mil, and I can't afford that. But then there's all of this, the frenzied rune armor. Now, one thing I do want to point out to you guys that I found interesting, as well as a little bit confusing just for my own personal sake, is that this armor set right here, you can actually get the exact same armor set for different jobs, it's just going to be named something differently. So, for example, this is the frenzied one, is the one for Berserker, whereas it's like the sorceretic or sorceric or something like that is for the Rune Blader. I'm only saying this because while I was on my Rune Blader, I was buying his set thinking that it was the same set that I would use for my Berserker. And needless to say, I have this set both on my Rune Blader, and now we're ready to use it on my Berserker afterwards. Also, last but not least, I just want to mention, because you guys might be curious, why these items are locked. That's not because they're level 50. You can actually lock any items that you want, and that'll prevent you from being able to sell them, dismantle them, and stuff like that. I've also slowly been working on dismantling gear, as you can see, because... Ooh, that's actually not bad. I got these from world bosses. Ooh, that's actually not too bad a sword. Yeah, these aren't bad at all. Why? When did I get all of these? But anyways, if you end up dismantling these things, you're going to... Huh. Yeah, I mean, I have to do something with that. But you gotta have items that are level 20 and up, and then you get onyx crystals, which is an extremely useful resource that we're going to definitely end up using a lot of when we get to the later portions of the game, or you could just end up selling them. It's a very good way of people actually making money in this game as well. So that's kind of what you're gonna do with a lot of the extra gear that you end up having, rather than selling it, because selling it, you kind of sell it for peanuts anyways. It's better to just dismantle it and then get the onyx crystal besides. Whoo! Excuse me, I had a lot of stuff to catch up on here, folks, so there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get to it. You guys probably already saw as well, because this was already like a while ago, but the mammoth mount, I've been rocking that since we ended up getting the style crates, and I'm probably gonna end up doing style unboxing videos at least like every month whenever we end up getting new ones. So the next style crates are going to end up being November 8th. Ha! I had so many things that I had to catch you guys up on because I've been so busy off camera, man. Because even though, like, I love the Rune Blader, don't get me wrong, but I really like the Berserker, dude. Like, it's just, for my own personal playstyle, I like his movement. Because the Rune Blader I find to be, well, I guess just in general, this entire game seems to be a little bit sticky with its combat, where you take a little moment to wind up your punches, but at least when we're rocking the Berserker, we can move while we're doing our attacks, as opposed to like every other character in the game where you have to pretty much be static the entire time. Oh, by the way, while we're here, because this is a good point to mention it, if you end up getting to this part in the main epic quest, you should have enough potions to do this. Just hop in the lava and keep healing yourself out. Stay in the lava for a minute. You'll end up completing a trophy that will give you... Where is it? Where is it? Not that one, not that one. Okay, I don't know where I have it. I have the emote somewhere, but it ends up giving you a free emote. Oh, maybe I didn't get it on this guy. I got it on my room. Oh, no, there it is. There we go. That's what you end up getting by being in lava for, like, a minute straight. So, worth it? Yes. Just because getting more emotes and getting more random items is always going to end up being worth it in this game, dude. But yeah, now that we're actually level 41, like I actually wasn't expecting to be this high level out of fighting all the world bosses and stuff like that, but it should work to our advantage, because when you end up completing the main epic quest, normally level 50 was going to end up being the max level, right? Well, not normally, but during the head start process, level 50 was the max level. And now, okay, let me just get out of here. Now, level 60 is the maximum, and apparently the epic quest doesn't actually get you max level. Like, the epic quest got you max level when 50 was the max level, but now that it's 60, you actually end up getting to like 51 or 53 or something by the end of the game. So you actually have to farm dungeons and world bosses and stuff like that. So possibly by the end of this series, we should end up actually being level 60, if not very, very close to it. The people need a reason to raise their heads up. Wait a minute. These people are like, no, wait. What? Oh, man, I don't remember any of their voices. Phew, I made a bed for you. There it is. But I'm glad to see you're back with the shells and not as a patient. Your concern is touching. What? No, that was just my fox. He's licking your leg. Once I mash up these shells and feed it to the hurt people, maybe they'll be able to heal up. Okay. I'll just crush these shells into a paste and... Wait a second. What was that about Nabbit believing you? Nabbit doesn't think I know anything about medicine. Well, I'll show her that I'm not a stupid, unqualified idiot. I'm not a fighter, but I know how to heal people with words anyways. So I'm going to prove it with the right ingredients that I can be a doctor as well. This seems like a fantastic idea. Let's hurt these people. What? What did you just say? I mean, help these people. Yeah. Anyway, the medicine's ready. Give this to the injured and they'll perk up just like that. Whoa now, don't rope me into this. Are you saying you don't believe in my ability as a physician? I'd rather not say. Oh, he said I'd never say that. I liked my response better. That's a relief. Okay, let's do this. Since you went through the trouble of getting the shells for me, you should have the honor of killing these people's germs and healing them. If the medicine is poison, would that make you responsible in a court of law? Excuse me? Did this game just reference a court of law? Oh gosh. Well, that person just died. That person just died. Are you okay? No, that person just died. Well, may as well try it on all four, right? Why not? Did they all die? It worked. Now they'll be able to make me a real doctor. I asked you nicely, but in the end, the subject something... What? Nabbit! I know you're just trying to help people, but an untested treatment can do more harm than good. Fortunately, it seems our patients are on the way to a full recovery, thanks to my weird magic. Yes, ma'am. And you must be ScythePlays. I've heard of you. Nabbit, I presume? Nabbit the rabbit. A pleasure for you, I'm sure. Anyways, let's have a more comfortable chat. Excuse me? She's staring into my very being. Oh, and she's telling... I see. I was so, like, infatuated by her eyebrows that I didn't even realize we ended up coming to this location. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here like, hello, I'm an idiot in a cat suit. And they're like, yeah, you fit right in. Who will protect Perion? I welcome you with open arms. Oh, wait, she's like an old crone, so... Evagor and Screaming Fist have told me much about your recent exploits. I hope they were exaggerating. Wait, that's just the nerd voice. I need like an old, what's an old woman? Like, that's close enough. I'm curious, why are you so interested in the 7 heroes? It's a long story. You tell her about the Ragged Wraith and the attacks on the other heroes. As she falls asleep, as old people do. For Manovich and Asimov, something or other, before you arrived, a mysterious army attacked near Perion. The war chief cannot allow to face danger to be unprepared. Whoever, there, that's a girl's old woman voice, right? This place is nearly defenseless right now. Our remaining warriors are just these idiots. I can protect this town because I'm stronger than all of you. What? You say that you are stronger than our tribe? Yes. See how invigorated I am? That was just a small percentage of my power. Namaste. What? What's going on? Why are you letting an outsider like that? I'm the guy you ought to send. I respect your decision, though, m'lady. Ivagor, you are needed in the very sanctum, the voyeur sanctum, to protect our people. Put any thoughts of pursuing the war chief out of your mind. I'm sick of this, man. You ought to treat the town's strongest warrior with more respect, just as I've treated you with respect for many years. Well, I'm going to slowly get out of here if you'll excuse me. Holding myself accountable, Screaming Fist informed Mephisto something. Diablo 3? What? What? Man, this lady's crazy. Ah, I see. I am now the most powerful in all the land. Where's my proper... There, I'm sitting down. I am Catman. Forget Catvat. I'm Catman. So, there's also a trophy, and it's like... really funny where it's called I Can't Feel My Legs, and you have to legit have your character AFK just sitting down for like an hour and a half. There's so many grindy trophies in this game, dude. It's actually ridiculous, but you know what? I like them. Hang from a ladder for 120 seconds. Well, I'll do that another time, dude. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. Instead, we'll get that guild skills take effect after 24. Oh yeah, there's also like a guild thing that takes effect after a week. What the? Who are you? I'm one of the people you gave medicine to. Oof! Yes, Roblox! Oof! I'm sorry, headphone users. She's still conscious. The medicine Tina made should be effective. What? No. Are you trying to poison me? Namid sent me. I'm looking for the war party. We were attacked. Why are you trying to feed me these shells? The scouting party went ahead, but when the rest of us got here, we were ambushed. They caught us completely off guard and we scattered. Have to find... You guys aren't very good at being warriors. You don't need to get up. You can just rest forever. No, my team's in danger. She died because of the medicine that you forced into her mouth. Oh gosh. I'm out of here. Airplane away. Oh no, another person. Here, let me give you some medicine too. I see a mage down there doing things. I only know because of the video effects. Ugh. Oh no, we gave them the medicine and they died too. Who else can we give the medicine to? I think there's another one right down here. Oh, I see what's going on. It's like that classic joke where it's like, you know, we give them the medicine and they're just about to tell us, like, the war party is, help me. Oh, they just, that's all that person had to say? Okay. Anyways, hello you. Where are the missing warriors? The missing warriors. Okay. Reaches down and takes their helmet for myself. She doesn't look good. Maybe there's a herb nearby that can cure her. Oh, okay. You mean a cactus? I get it. I get it. Okay, let's just... We're picking a cactus here, right? Let's just say that it's a cactus. It's not a stone flower. Just for the sake of the story. And it's like... We give it to them and they're just like, Gadzooks, that hurt me. What did you do that for? I can tell you... Excuse me? Excuse me? What's attacking me? A flea? Get out of here, stupid tiny little flamander idiot. Charizard? How do you feel? It hurts so much. Why did you give me that cactus without taking the thorns out? Stonehill dig site? Is that what you said? No, I didn't say that. Oh, I'm dead. Her wounds are too deep. There was nothing you could do to help her. Maybe she would have survived a little bit longer if you didn't give her a cactus soup. And by cactus soup, I mean, I just gave her a piece of a cactus that I just chopped off of the plant. Oh gosh, our character is like so evil. Oh, I see. We're the last boss of the game. Well, you know what though, folks? Since today was spent most of our time recapping everything, I think we're gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to like, sub, hit that notification bell. And if you want to support me, you can always sponsor the YouTube channel by hitting that join button down below. Buying some of the merch. And the links in the description. Whoa, I'm see-through. There's holes in my chest. And then if you don't have any money, you can always check the link down below to Gawkbox, which is a way that you can donate to me for absolutely free. More on that in the description as well. Sign over and stay epic, everybody.